See this little infantry dude of the Wehrmacht's 9th Panzer Division? For this exercise, he is going to represent Periscope Games, aka the entire Post-Scriptum Dev team. So as of the 29th of December 2022, a day that will go down in the little niche of World War II simulator history, a very somber day, the entire Post-Scriptum Dev team, besides one man probably, was sacked, fired, laid off. How? Why? And who is this P-51 Mustang strafing our beloved dev team? If this video is breaking the news to you, I am very sorry. You may cry on my shoulder, for I cry with you. But in this video, we're going to go over everything we know. We're going to do a little speculation. And to kill two birds with one stone, I'm going to share with you, my beloved viewers, why sometimes Reddit is best left for the Redditors. So this all started yesterday, December 29th, 2022. I have a rather short day at work and get home at a decent hour. And for whatever reason, the first thing I do is go on Discord and send Snazzy Duckling a DM as to touch base with him. Post-Scriptum is having a big sale, and there's even a free weekend right around the corner. So I wanted to align my efforts with him and the team as best as possible. Maybe even get some promo keys to give out to you guys when I get this response. Hey! Sorry I cannot assist with this as I no longer work for Periscope Games. You'll have to inquire via contact@postscriptumgame.com for any inquiries. To be completely honest, right away, my heart kind of sank into my stomach. As me and Snazzy, who is the community manager, or was the community manager for those of you that don't know, we had been through some things. We had a 4-year relationship, and as corny as it sounds, through thick and thin. There was a time I garnered a lot of hatred from the community for advocating that Advanced and Secure, the game mode, be played in public matches. And the adversarial thought, and apparently the more common and wider thought, was that the general pub player wasn't intelligent enough to really comprehend Advanced and Secure. And for those of you that are so new to Post-Scriptum don't remember Advanced and Secure, picture offensive, except there's not one attacking team and one defending team. You both must attack and defend in a sort of tug-of-war fashion over 5 points until one team is pushed all the way back. This mode definitely demanded more team cohesion, and some of my favorite memories of the game are within Advanced and Secure matches. I'll often ponder what happened to those awesome experiences I used to always get playing Post-Scriptum, and I realize we no longer play Advanced and Secure. But the adversarial thought was that Advanced and Secure should be left for regiments, for more ordered play, clans, groups, communities, what have you. Saying all this to say, I learned it probably best to just stay away from Reddit, as I, no bullshit, would be DM'd death threats among the more typical, your content sucks, kill yourself. But back to the topic at hand. Right after getting this rather horrible response from Snazzy, I did something I haven't done in a very long time, and that is jump onto Reddit and join in the debauchery. And there it was, all the way at the top, jotted down in a seemingly feverish panic by none only than the great puppies from BR1. Let's take a quick break and give a shout out to our sponsor of the video, Chipotle, the best daggone burritos in town. No, I kid. Did you know Chipotle was created by the same corporation that runs McDonald's? Back around the early 2000s when the big healthy food craze just started. Anyway, I would never sponsor Chipotle, they're horrible. But much like Chipotle, the absolute madness that was being spewed in this thread was not very tasty at all. I mean, there are people on this thread speaking about the topic as if they know any more than the next guy. As of making this video, there has still not been an official announcement. All we know, and still aren't very sure, is that one man of Periscope Games remains. But hey, welcome to internet culture, especially Reddit culture. The perfect place to go on talking as if you know exactly what you're talking about when you might know 5% of what you're talking about. Now, I probably should have just cried all over my keyboard and moved on, but I didn't. And instead, like a distraught, whiny child, I posted this.
This is crazy! If OWI abandons this, I will be very upset.
At the worst, hand it over to the community.
PS will never die!
This is the game I've waited 38 years of life for.
Damn it!
And then, some random guy on the internet, I don't know from Adam, who apparently doesn't like me, saw his chance not only to correct me, but to rub it in a little bit too. Now, for apparent reasons, this guy will remain nameless, and as of checking the Reddit this morning, he's deleted everything I'm about to present anyway. But I figured, hey, my content sucks so much, maybe you can make it better! OWI is only the publisher, dude. Periscope is the developer. Periscope is much smaller, especially now, since it's one guy, and less well-funded than OWI. Oh, well damn, Sherlock, thanks for letting me know. I hadn't the slightest clue. Yeah, of course I knew that, but just like I said in the intro of the video, who the hell is the P51? The one guy at the top of Periscope sacked everybody? And like I said, of course we're gonna have to wait for an official announcement, but it's the next part that really got me, and admittedly, I probably shouldn't have reacted exactly how I did, but you're talking about Bay here. You might as well go talk some smack about my old lady. And he says, PS is over. The writing has been on the wall for a long time, to be honest. Was nice while it lasted. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Hold on, buddy. You don't talk about my girl like that. All in public on a high stool, standing up like you're somebody? No, sir, I couldn't help myself. Yeah, I got a tiny bit snappy and responded with, oh, okay, genius. Cool, dude. And then I hit him with the ancient proverb. The fool thinks he knows everything, and the wise man knows he truly knows nothing. Now, I guess it was the ancient wisdom I bestowed upon this dude, but for whatever reason, he then let me know exactly how he really felt about me.
Now, I've been part of this community, plus the Post-Scriptum Realism mod community, for longer than most here, just like you have. I'm no spring chicken, bud. Don't think because you make videos nobody watches and stew in your own denial about the games you like not being dead that you're somehow elevated above anyone else here.
Now, I'm no linguist here, but if I was a betting man, I would bet these first few sentences are more of an attempt to elevate above someone more than anything I've said yet, but I digress.
You sound like you struggle with coping. Even the PSRM devs aren't interested in potentially buying or taking over development from what guys like Burn have said. It's too much of a dumpster fire. If you want to go on in denial, feel free, but don't lash out at people making basic corrections toward misinformation someone who has been playing as long as you have shouldn't be putting out there anyway. Like, Periscope is listed right there on the Steam page for the game, my man. Certainly my correction didn't warrant your total full-ass response regardless. You seem a bit unstable.
Now honestly, I probably would have took this on the chin and just logged off, seeing as there was really no more information to be had, and we were simply now waiting on an official announcement. But he just had to add this at the very end.
You seem a bit unstable. I feel people would do well to steer clear of the shit you post.
Oh wow, now he's getting personal. Boy oh boy, I suppose this is what I get for publicly stating that OWI could possibly have anything to do with the longevity of Post-Scriptum. I mean, if Periscope Games is sacked, then what ultimately is left? I know if I was a millionaire, I would buy the rights. But anyway, I don't snap yet. I simply respond with, Reddit is fun. Gotcha. Post-Scriptum is over. I'll go cry now. Thanks, bud. And then he responds with his little bird chest puffed out.
Dude, you need to learn how to walk away. LOL.
And yes, looking back, I probably should have just walked away, as this guy was definitely not trying to make sense of what I originally posted, clearly doesn't like me as a content creator, and probably wishes the worst for me. You know, it's crazy how fast things change. Just a few generations ago, you were considered brave to create art, create things, and share it with the world, or share it with your class, or even family. But nowadays, the moment a kid or someone makes something, it's like, F that guy, kill him, he sucks, your art sucks. And it's sad because we're probably scaring off some of the best creators and artists in the world. But anyway, that's my TED Talk. So for whatever reason, I decided to try and vindicate myself to this guy. Why? I don't know, because I'm an idiot. And in trying my best to not be an asshole, because hey, what good is two assholes? So I say to him, I'm well aware who the developer is. If they all were sacked, I simply would wish OWI or someone would step in. That's all, dude. I didn't enjoy your pessimistic PS is over. The writing has been on the wall for a long time, to be honest. Was nice while it lasted. And everyone should steer away from me? I suppose we should all be miserable like you, huh? It's crazy how much things change in a few generations. Well, y'all heard the TED Talk. On to the next paragraph. I go on to quote him and how he gives his credentials and being part of the community and the PSRM community longer than most people. And all in one fell breath, he bashes my channel and then says to me that I somehow think I'm elevated above everyone else. Yeah, man, this poor dude is delusional. Of course, I plainly state, clearly it's you who think you're better than anyone else here. I mean, talk about the writing literally being on the wall. So I say to this this jolly bunch of goodness of a dude, yeah, I'll walk away. From you, you clearly are miserable and wish the worst for my favorite game. Have fun on Reddit, bud. Just keep boosting your baggy ego by lashing out on people on the internet. In all honesty, I really hope and wish you and this younger generation can find something more fulfilling, because I don't know much, but I know this ain't it, bud.
Long live Post-Scriptum!
I'll spare you guys on the rest of it, because the rest of what he has to say is literally nothing but an attack on my character and channel and content. But hey, what do they say? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing nothing right, or something like that. Now, I'll tell you the funniest part about this whole situation. I just so happened to stumble across like the direct message section of Reddit. Like I said, I'm kind of a Reddit noob, but I'm so glad I stumbled upon this because I had a good laugh. I mean, initially I had a good laugh, but in retrospect, man, this just shows so much of what's wrong with today's society. Now, I don't know if he was trying to be funny, but he basically somehow reached out to Reddit, who then reached out to me, basically opening up dialogue about suicidal awareness. And sure, it's kind of funny, like initially on the surface, but being someone who lost my best friend to suicide just a short year ago, and really surrounded with so many people out there actually struggling with depression and thoughts of suicide. In retrospect, I really don't find it funny at all. And really, I was never even going to make this video until I saw that message and wanted to end this video with the bigger message that depression, thoughts of suicide, and suicide itself is no joke. When one becomes a man, he puts away childish things. Now, like I said, in all honesty, I wish the very best for this dude, really. Oftentimes, when people lash out like this and do things like send people suicidal hotlines and like it's funny, oftentimes these are the very people that are suffering from these thoughts and depression. So I wish the very best for the dude. He knows who he is. DM me. Maybe we can be friends after all of this. But anyway, I don't want to end on such a somber note. As far as Post-Scriptum being dead goes, nah, I highly doubt it. Let's keep in mind, about a year, 2 years ago, like half of the dev team was sacked. Now, I don't know the inner workings how any of this really works, but I really hope some new blood is brought in, or better yet, I think it'd be a great idea to let the source code out to the community. Let the fans take over. Let the people that really care about Post-Scriptum take over the development. I could see years from now getting the Eastern Front, maybe even the Pacific. So if you're gonna leave this video and drop some pessimistic comment, you should probably just spare me. As for me and my people and the Mil-Simp minions, we're gonna carry Post-Scriptum high on our shoulders into the future. If this game was a boxer, it'd be Rocky Balboa, just like in my Post-Scriptum Iceberg Explained video. A lot of people don't know that this game got off to a very rough start. Post-Scriptum is the comeback kid, and I'm willing to bet she ain't done fighting yet. Let's try to keep the comments positive. Let me know your thoughts. Also, this morning when I was checking out Reddit, I saw this post about squibbots on Squad. Basically, a modder made some pretty decent bots for the game Squad, and as you know, Post-Scriptum is just Squad with a World War II skin, essentially. So these bots could possibly be transferred over to the game. Not that the game exactly needs them just yet, but I could see the bots being used for other things like events similar to like Arma PvE events. Could be pretty interesting. Anyway, I don't want to say too much, but me and some cats over at BR1 are working on something behind closed doors that could possibly do a little bit of revitalization to the game. Like I said, I don't want to say too much, but just stay tuned to the channel. I'll let you guys know more as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and wrap things up. Don't forget, there's no better time to be a subscriber to the channel, as we are giving away a bunch of different Steam keys from Beyond the Wire, Beach Invasion 1944, the new Military Conflict Vietnam, Easy Red 2, No Plan B, Mud and Blood, Fire and Steel. We've got a plethora of Steam keys to give away to you guys. To enter, all you gotta do, like the video, be subscribed to the channel, of course, join us on Discord, the Bully 5 Discord's link below, and drop a comment. Say whatever you want in your comment, but leave your Discord name and number. It's gonna work as your ticket stub if you win. Do consider joining the Mil-Simp Minions, my channel membership. The blue join button below, as little as 99 cents a month, could help you to win $30, $40 games weekly. Of course, I want to give a big shout out to my current channel members, my inspiration. Some of these guys have been with me for years, and like I do in most videos, I want them to know that they are greatly appreciated. But that's it, boys. Post-Scriptum ain't gonna die on my watch. Now it's time for the community to really rally together. Let's just enjoy this game we all love. I'll see you boys in the next one. Y'all be good to each other.